What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 45 of AEW All Elite Again, the TEW9 series. I'm Hijo del Amigo. There are no technical issues at play right now. None whatsoever. So welcome to this very normal episode. Yeah, it's time. Winter is in fact coming. We're gonna be running our big two-show events. Gonna be happening across Collision and Dynamite. Yeah, so let's get ready for that. We've got a couple of big matches to book. CM Punk and Kenny Omega are gonna have their big grudge match that we've been building up for a while now. Not even that long. It's been like 3 weeks. We're gonna have a big 6-person world title match on Dynamite. Women's #1 contenders match on Dynamite. We've got a bunch of stuff planned for Collision. Should be a couple of good shows. I think this Collision show. I think this show's extra spicy. All right, so that's gonna go down in this episode. I feel like there's something that I wanted to say that I'm suddenly forgetting. So before I advance to the show, let's see if I can remember, because is it something important? All right, you know what? I've forgotten the thing. I'm gonna remember later when I'm like not streaming. Collision time. Oh geez, not this guy. He's gonna put ads in the game. Alright, nobody's getting the night off. We decided on running this show in Chicago, baby. This venue is very... Oh, we're gonna draw 12,000? Yeah, let's bump this up a bit. All right, so we want to find a nice venue in Chicago. The Now Arena. Oh yeah, we're going to the Now Arena. All right, let's see. I mean, we've got big matches, so we need creative finishes, but I would also not mind some angle ideas. So yeah, let's try to get a couple of both. Oh, a big gamble, damn. Starting off ice cold. Another big gamble? Alright, come on guys. Come on guys. I know the name of the show is Winter is coming, but please can you heat up, please? Wow, another gamble. Well, alright then. All right, so we just gotta raw dog this show. It just has to be good. Cool. Melissa Santos and Chris Hero dating. Wow. It's like kind of the opposite of Brian Cage in a way. Very interesting. I mean, I guess they're both like athletic dudes and wrestlers. Creative finish for Moose. Okay. Maria Kanellis angle. I hope it's a good one, because we book her an angle, so we could use that. Can't believe with all the women on our roster, Davina Rose is still only training Bianca Belair. I don't know what that says about me as the booker. Training. Stu Grayson organized a poker tournament. All right, fun for everyone. All right. All right, so we're getting straight into this show. Yeah, like I was saying before, I think this Collision card here, it's got real potential. I'm looking at this card and I'm like, man, this card is gonna do really well. I hope so. Got CM Punk versus Kenny Omega in the main event. Oh man, when I came up with this match, oh boy. We're going to be doing Latin Mafia, which is going to be Andrade and Ortiz teaming with John Moxley. So we've got the past relationship of Santana and Ortiz teaming sometimes with the Death Riders coming into play. where he's kind of the bridge between the Latin Mafia and Death Riders right now. So this is a very interesting team. And then on the other side, we've got Eddie Kingston, Ray Phoenix, and Kento Miyahara. So yeah, so some real hitters in this match, plus Eddie Kingston. So it should do really well. And of course, we're going to do the Briscoes versus FTR. I don't know if we're hotshot in this. This is kind of like a de facto #1 contenders match. It should be really good. It's probably going to be our wild brawl. We're doing Adam Page versus Punishment Martinez. A while back, I had him beat Brody King, and that kind of gave me the idea where I was like, what if we do something where we kind of slowly build up towards Adam Page and Jimmy Jacobs having a death match, which is kind of what we did before with Jimmy Jacobs and Eddie Kingston, but Adam Page is kind of a level above Eddie Kingston, so I think it could be really good. So yeah, that's why this is happening. We've got Bandito and well, I wrote Dr. Wagner Jr. I'm thinking about the CMLL save. This is EHO though, Dr. Wagner Jr. They're going to team up and take on the Death Riders team of Fergal and Pac. This is going to be our Steal the Show match. Again, we've got some real hitters in this match. This should be a good one. And then rounding out the card, we've got Davina Rose taking on Kimberly. Yeah, Kimberly is back from injury. Unfortunately, she dropped down to unimportant while she was injured. But yeah, she's still, she's got good stats. So it should be a solid match. Davina Rose, Kimberly. Also, I know last time we tried out the brand new never before seen strategy of booking our storytelling match on the pre-show. It works. I don't know if I want to continue doing that moving forward. I've thought about it, and it kind of feels like cheating in a way. And normally I'm all for cheating, but it feels like cheating in a way that kind of is unfun almost, I feel like we've been doing it this way the whole time, where it's like, all right, you got to fit these 3 match types onto your show, and just doing it on like the pre-show or post-show, it's kind of cheap. All right, so that being said, this is going to be a storytelling match, and Davina Rose is going on. We're probably going to book Davina Rose in some kind of backstage segment with Hideo Tai also. Actually, let's book that now. One minute backstage. We're going to call this character development. All right, backstage. We're going to start with Hideo Tai. So we're going to have Mia Yim speaking on behalf of the group. Got Getsu there, Rina, Onami, and Hazuki. Hey, I remembered all of them. All right, let's say, I don't know, they're talking to RJ City. He works here, right? All right, so they're cutting some kind of promo. I don't know what they're talking about. And actually, you know what? I'm so sorry. I just realized we're doing this backwards. Davina Rose should be the one cutting a promo. Excuse me while I very slowly take everybody out of this. All right, Davina Rose backstage talking to RJ City. She's cutting a promo about how, I've been a bit down lately about what happened with Mia Yim, but I've had my time and I've given it some thought, and I've decided, to hell with it. If she wants to go and turn her back on me and join Odeotai and think that that's gonna make her cool and that's gonna get her over and she's gonna win championships. Well, you know what? Good for her, because I know who I am. I'm Davina Rose, and I was the first ever women's champion. All right, and then we're gonna do a second part where we're gonna have Odeotai actually show up in this part. And Medium's gonna talk some smack to Davina. Basically like, oh, give it up, Davina. You're such a loser. You want to sit here and cut your little promos and feel good about yourself and hold your head high and be confident and sing Kumbaya. Well, guess what? It doesn't change the fact that you're a loser and you don't even have any friends. And so you've got Odeotai laughing in the background while Miriam's roasting Davina, and Davina's gonna cut her off and be like, shut the hell up, Miriam. And she's gonna say, like, you're completely wrong about me. I'm not a loser. I'm a winner. And I do have friends. And as a matter of fact, one of my friends is gonna be here this Wednesday on Dynamite. Now get the hell out of my way. All right, yeah, so we're teasing Trinity. Who am I forgetting? Konami? No, not Orange Cassidy. Get the hell out of here. Konami, Hazuki. She's already in there. Is Rena in there already? I guess. Should we put Trinity off screen? Yeah, why not? Let's see. Is there a storyline going for this? All right, yeah. All right, so we're gonna add Trinity to the women's tag title storyline. Oh yeah, we're teasing Trinity. Here, we'll make this a tease, not a foreshadowing. But we're definitely not gonna start the show with this. We're gonna start the show with CM Punk, I think. And we're gonna give him like 8 minutes, a whole long time. Let him do his thing. I used to, when he was in AEW, man. I hated those promos. Like, he came to AEW and decided, I want to be Triple H. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna talk for the first 15 fucking minutes of every episode. God, man, I'm so glad he's gone. I don't even know if he's booked like that in WWE, but I did not like that about his AEW run. I was like, these promos can be half as long, I think. You know what? We're just gonna do CM Punk and Don Callis. No frills, no funny business, no background players. And yeah, he's gonna come out for 8 minutes and rant and rave about how he's gonna beat Kenny Omega in his hometown. Right, 8 minutes. We're not even gonna have Kenny Omega interrupt him. We're just gonna let CM Punk cut his own promo, because I was looking at the storyline actually. Where is it? Here. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little concerned at how we're getting like 70s here. But when CM Punk debuted and just cut a promo on his own, it did really well. So yeah, we're trying to do that again, maybe bump the storyline heat up a bit before their match. Of course, we're gonna have Kenny Omega cut a promo and he's gonna bring it right back down. Whatever. All right, no, I know. All right, next up, we're gonna do our steal the show. Bandito. Wagner Tercero. Taking on Fergal and Pac. You know, when I booked this, I was really thinking about giving the win to Bandito and Wagner. But well, basically, I'm planning on having the babyfaces win in the Latin Mafia John Moxley tag match. So I just feel like the Death Riders should win here. So we're gonna do like I don't know, maybe Selena de la Renta can distract them or something, or Garza and Humberto. Yeah, let's do Garza, Humberto, and Selena. And we'll give the win to our boy Pac. Where is distraction finish? You know, I wish these were just alphabetized. Outside. Distraction. Thank you. Bandito is going to be distracted by Selena de la Renta. Actually, you know what? Let's have let's have Wagner take the loss. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Changes it completely. Oh, did I not even save that note? Oh, I just deleted it. What am I saying? Pay attention. All right. Distraction. Wagner. I had to fix my headphone there. It was just kind of falling out of my ear. We actually make it a steal the show match, and why not? Let's get Shingo out there. Okay. All right. After this, we're gonna do a backstage promo. We're gonna call this foreshadowing. All right, 4 minutes backstage. We're gonna do a promo where we're gonna see Andrade and Latin Mafia backstage with John Moxley. And basically Andrade is gonna be like, you see there, we helped your guys out in the match. I don't have any problem. Excuse me, suddenly had to cough. He's basically gonna be like, look, John, I don't have any problem with you. But of course, we both have the same goal of becoming the AEW World Champion. And he's gonna say, look, I think we can be civil about this. You know, may the best man win. But for tonight, Eddie Kingston, you and your buddies, etc., etc. Oh, let's get Renee there. Oh. Yeah, so Andrade trying to lure John Moxley into a false sense of security. I think John Moxley is like he's sharp enough to not fall for these kind of tactics, but he'll go along with it because he's not an idiot. He's not gonna try to fight the entire Latin Mafia right now. But come time during the match, if he has to go after Andrade, he definitely will. I'm forgetting who else is in this damn group. We'll put Selena there also. We'll just pretend that she came out, distracted them, and then ran to the back. They're amigos. We're 3 minutes backstage. God, I should have taken an allergy pill or something before I started streaming, you know? All right, Adam Page is he's gonna be cutting a backstage promo, hyping himself up for the title match. And yeah, we're gonna have the on-screen return of Jimmy Jacobs. He's gonna show up and he's gonna try to sweet talk Adam Page into basically the same angle we did with Eddie Kingston, where he's like, you know, Adam Page, like, your problem is you've got all these friends and all these people that you care about, and you know, you try to defend them, but who's defending you, Adam? Who, like, John Moxley has his friends, Andrade has his friends, Cody has friends, but what about you, Adam Page? You know, wouldn't it be nice if we were your friends and we could back you up? Make this a two-parter. Adam Page is being interviewed by Melissa Santos. He's talking about the upcoming title match. So Adam Page cutting his promo. What are we gonna call this? Surprise! The surprise! Jimmy Jacobs is here. Jimmy Jacobs still works in the company. Alright, so Jimmy Jacobs is gonna show up with Brody King and Punishment Martinez. He's gonna give his little spiel, and Adam Page is basically gonna be like, "Look, man, I I don't I don't need friends like you, okay? I've seen what you're about and I know who you are, and you know, don't fuck with me right now." you, you know, Jimmy Jacobs is gonna be like, "Whoa, whoa, like, all right, take it easy, cowboy," and Adam Page is gonna be like, "No, no, no, you know what? You know what? You want to come here and you want to rile me up? Any one of you, meet me in the ring." So Adam Page is fired up tonight. He's gonna take on the worst member of the group. No, I love Punishment Martinez. You know, he's Puerto Rican, he's tall. What else? What other attributes does he need? No, I think he's great. I know he's not like the style of wrestling that he does, it's just not fashionable right now. Right now, people want to see springboards, they want to see spots, they want to see dives. He does dives, right? I don't even know. He does do a dive, yeah. We're gonna have Jimmy Jacobs and Brody King be at ringside, but they're not gonna interfere in the match or anything. Jimmy Jacobs is he's just observing, you know. Maybe at some point Adam Page will get a little distracted by him, but they're not like they're not actively trying to interfere in the match. They're just lurking. Oh, we've got a real match here. We've got the Briscoes versus FTR. Yeah, they're definitely getting 15 minutes because it's gonna be a wild brawl. I hope it does well. Oh, for some reason I hit B instead of M. I was searching by last name. Hidden tech. Let's get a Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler. Let's have him brawl. And yeah, we're gonna have Briscoes win. No suspense here. I'm just telling you straight up. But let's do like a flash pinfall. You know, they're gonna have a crazy brawl. You know, I imagine at least one guy on each team is gonna be busted open. You know, they're really lumping each other up. And yeah, at some point, Jay Briscoe's gonna catch one of them off guard with a quick pinfall. They're gonna win the match and become the #1 contenders. #1 contenders. Boom. Says it. Oh, hey, you know who should put a promo on the show? So, the world champion, Cody Rhodes. You know, I don't know when this happened, but I feel like in this save particularly, the world title scene in my mind is like, it's almost secondary sometimes. I feel like my pet projects sometimes become my main things where like I'll be thinking like, oh man, we got to get Trinity over. And I'm not thinking about Cody Rhodes, the world champion. So Cody Rhodes. Oh, you know what? I know what we're doing here. We're going to have MJF also return. Because yeah, he's been gone for a minute. We'll do another tease, I guess. All right, so Cody being interviewed by Melissa Santos, and he's basically gonna be kind of cutting a almost whiny promo where he's talking about how is this in any way fair? I am the world champion. I worked hard to get here, and now they're putting me in this position where the odds are clearly stacked against me. It's a conspiracy and blah blah blah. And MJF's gonna kind of stroll into frame like, whoa, buddy, Cody, take it easy. He's gonna be like, look, we're here. I'm back. We're gonna have Tom Lawler there, of course, and God, what's the other guy's name? Tom Lawler and what is this guy's name? This is the Samoan guy. Is he Samoan? All right, this is embarrassing. What is this guy's name? Jonah Rock. I like genuinely could not think of his name. All right, MJF's back. Jonah Rock and Tom Lawler are here. Cody, he's got some backup again. He can rest. He can breathe a little easier going into the match. And you know what? He's Cody. We're gonna give him 5 minutes. He's the world champ. Okay. Ooh, we got our spicy 6-man. Andrade, we got Ortiz, and we've got John Moxley. Taking on Eddie Kingston, Ray Phoenix, and Kento Miyahara. What a team. We're gonna give this. I mean, the main event's probably gonna be pretty long, but we'll give this 16. You know, when I booked this, I want Eddie Kingston to pin Ortiz, but I feel like every time I try to book John Moxley in a match that he's not going to win, he gets pissed. So let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get away with this. Oh, all right. John Moxley will allow it. All right, right on, Mox. Hell yeah. Yeah, if he would have got upset, I would have probably given the win to Andrade. But I'm glad we could give the win to Eddie. Oh, you know what? We should do some kind of, let's see. Should we do like a partner miscommunication or like I feel like having Eddie and these guys just straight up win almost feels insane. It almost feels like we're burying Mox and Andrade like inadvertently. But who? We could do like a botched interference maybe. Yeah, we'll do botched interference. Ortiz accidentally gets taken out by Shingo. No, let's just have it be a Land Mafia guy. Because I was gonna say we could have the Death Riders try to repay them and then fuck it up, but I feel like that's very Death Rider like. So yeah, we'll have it be Garza. All right, no warnings. All right, we need at least 17 more minutes. That's just enough time for the main event. Kenny Omega, CM Punk, one-on-one. Yeah, we'll give him 23 minutes. I don't even know if we have that much time on the show left. We'll see. And all right. I don't actually know. Let's experiment. Would CM Punk put over Kenny Omega? I don't know that he will. Let's just see. Oh, he's only unhappy. Okay, you know, I thought he'd, given his popularity, I thought he'd be furious. Yeah, he's insanely. He's actually lost a bit of popularity since we signed him, which is kind of sad. I think he went down like a point or two in some places. Yeah, I'm surprised that he's only unhappy. I kind of feel like CM Punk needs to win here, though. As much as I don't like the idea of putting CM Punk over Kenny Omega, just for the sake of the story we're telling, I feel like it just makes sense that CM Punk will, like, he'll be bested by Kenny Omega in the match, you know? He's not gonna be able to match up to him, but through cheating and Don Callis. Yeah, he's gonna be able to overcome him and get a tainted victory. Again, I don't really have a super specific finish in mind for this, which is weird. You think I would, but you think I would have a specific finish for this, but no, I kind of just thought that Punk needs to win. So yeah, we'll do managerial interference. All right, Cody's doing it. Who's the best ref? Todd Sinclair. Interesting. Man, should we get you know what? No, we're gonna leave the announce team alone. I'm a little concerned that we're gonna get one of those notes that the color commentary wasn't good enough, but we're just gonna leave it be. Okay, so the show's fully booked and we've got only 2 minutes left. We're gonna need to cut time from some stuff because yeah, we definitely need to get a Kenny Omega promo in here somewhere. And maybe like the Young Bucks or the Briscoes should have a promo. Let's see. Let's book the Kenny Omega promo first, and we'll figure it. We're gonna give him 3 minutes. Nothing too crazy. Hype. Probably just a promo reiterating the same stuff he said about how CM Punk hates him because CM Punk he wants to think he's the best, but he knows that with Kenny Omega around that is not true. Let's see, do we have an got a bunch of likely to succeed. All right, Kenny Omega, just give it your best. I mean, I guess we'll put that in front of the main event. It's probably not going to be an amazing promo, but whatever. He's in the main event. It's fine. Let's see. What can we cut? Can we do an 8-minute storytelling match? Let me see. Right. It does not say. Alright, we'll try it. And I mean, I really would like to squeeze the Young Bucks in here somehow, but I don't see where we can maybe make this we can make this shorter too. I've got 3 minutes to work with now, sure. I don't I'm not sure if I want to do the Young Bucks versus Briscoes on this Dynamite, but we're just gonna have them cut a promo basically saying like, you know, we'll happily face the Briscoe brothers. Yeah, and I'm sure somewhere in the promo they'll take some shots at FTR, and we'll have them even take a shot at CM Punk because he was kind of trash talking them before too. What is I'm forgetting the name of one of our backstage people. This is the episode where I can't remember anyone's name. All right, whatever. It's just gonna be Melissa Santos. I can't remember the other girl's name right now. Actually, you know what? Let me see something. This here. All right, I think we're good. I think we've got 125 minutes of solid AEW action. Do we want to do a dark match? Yeah, why not? All right, trios match. Who will be in it? Trios, Lucha Libre. Why? I don't know. All right, show me. I mean, if we're doing a dark match, we got to do it to him. We got to do it to him. We got to bust out Wheeler Yuta. Let's see, is there anybody else here we can bring up? Let's get Laredo Kid. He's good. All right, dark match, Lucha Libre rules. We're gonna do Darby Allin, Wheeler Yuta, and let's do Leo Rush versus Laredo Kid, Black Taurus, and Demonic Flamita. We'll let Leo Rush get the win. I feel like I never book him. So yeah, this is a kind of a, here you go. Here's a bone. We threw him one. All right, winter is coming, Dynamite. I feel like us having to cut some time from a couple of the matches, I hope it doesn't hurt them too much. But I really think that this 6-man match is gonna do really well, and I'm hoping Kenny Omega versus CM Punk does well. This could end up being another Kenny Omega AJ Styles situation where they inexplicably get in like an 80 together. But I hope that's not the case. So I'm hoping the show gets like a 90. We're shooting high. All right, pre-show match gets a 76. Damn, that's really good for a pre-show. Yo, Darby Allin, man, he's really good. When we finally introduce this cruiserweight title, he's definitely gonna be one of the forerunners to win it. Like first, it's gonna be between like him, Phoenix, Bandito. All right, starting the show off hot, we've got an 87 promo from CM Punk. CM Punk ranting for 8 minutes. My worst nightmare. I've got a backstage segment with Davina Rose teasing the upcoming debut of Trinity. No. Fuck. No. Davina Rose sustained the blown eardrum. Why? Why? God damn it. And you know, even like without that, they both did pretty well. Davina Rose would have done better. This would have been a solid match. I'm really annoyed. All right, our steal the show match of the evening gets an 80. Bandito and Wagner Tercero. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, the Death Riders, Virgo and Pac, get the win over Bandito and Wagner Tercero with a little help from Selena de la Renta from Latin Mafia. Really strong performances all around, basically. Although it says Wagner Tercero was the weak link. Kind of surprised. Hey, you know what, guys? I'm sorry to take a break in the middle of the matches, but I really need to blow my nose. So just give me 1 second. I feel gross. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, it just felt really stuffed up for a second there. Continuing. All right, 76 from this backstage interaction between Adam Page and Jimmy Jacobs. Ooh, I forgot to put. Damn, I forgot to put Jimmy Jacobs in the storyline. Damn. All right, we'll do that now. It's a bit, it's a bit late, but at least we're remembering to do it. The world title scene is lost heat. All right, well, the match got a 70, pretty good. And the crowd is white hot at least. Ooh, not to be outdone by CM Punk, Cody Rhodes delivering an 88 promo. The segment deserved better color commentary. Of course it did. Oh yeah, and MJF's back. All right, Briscoe's FTR Wild Brawl gets a 79. A good match, good match. Mark Briscoe was off his game. That's unfortunate, but not, at least nobody got injured, right? Great match. All right, the Bucks backstage promo, 67, and not their best. All right, the backstage segment with Latin Mafia and John Moxley gets a 79. Pretty decent. I was hoping it would do a bit better, but whatever. The crowd not as into this as I am. Ooh, 86 match. And this isn't even the main event. Yeah, Eddie Kingston pinning his old buddy Ortiz with a blackout lariat. Eddie Kingston was the worst in the match, but that does not matter. Yeah, Kingston got a 91. Jeez. Ortiz did better. He did better than John Moxley and Andrade. That's insane. All right, 74 promo from Kenny Omega. Not terrible. All right, now it's time for our big main event. All right, let's see what this gets. I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little scared. Let's big money, no whammies. Hey, an 85. All right, they delivered. CM Punk defeated Kenny Omega via Pepsi Plunge. Damn. Yeah, I don't think CM Punk's knees in 2020 could take that. But nevertheless, 85 match, great stuff. Great main events, great co-main event. This was a great show. We didn't get dinged for the color commentary. It's unbelievable. We did it. It's a miracle. Oh, 89. I was hoping for a 90. We were only off by 1 point. Damn, winter came, all right. Winter came all over them. All right, sorry, that was a little gross. Oh, okay, Davina Rose, she's gonna be fine next week. Ooh. All right, thank God it wasn't something worse. All right, we made 55.8. Wow, the show almost got a 90 and didn't gain us any popularity. We're like too popular almost in the US. We went up in the Maritimes and Central Europe. Big. Our big markets. Oh, we've had an 80 in Central Europe. Maybe we should go there at some point. Central European vacation. Oh, it was a long loading screen because we were going from into December. I got a little nervous there. All right, let's see if there's anyone we can sign. It's the first of the month. It's the first of the month. Hakeem Young. All right, not quite what we're looking for. Oh, I should have looked at the viewing figures there. Anyways, let's see how Raw did. Oh, Raw got an 85. What the hell? They tried to counter program us with Becky and Asuka versus Sasha Banks and Zelina Vega. All right, yeah. So the Monday Night War is very close right now. I was actually kind of surprised that they did so well. I wasn't expecting to see an 85. All right, but yeah, their best was not good enough. They did not beat us. All right, before we advance, is there anything we need to do? Guess not. Oh, I mean, here's one thing. I was doing a search. I was thinking, what if, with Cody Rhodes being all paranoid and worried about losing his championship, what if they got a little bit of extra backup? I know it's too soon before the next show to bring in anybody for that, but for beyond that, maybe I was thinking, what if we brought in W Morris? He doesn't have the best stats at all, but he is menacing. So if you just book him to be intimidating in backstage segments, that could be something, right? And then again, he's not that popular. And we're not gonna do it. Never mind. I changed my mind. He's not that popular. If he was like in like the 60s or something, I'd go for it. But yeah, low 40s. He's just gonna be another guy on our already massive roster. These load screens, man. Oh. Well then. All right, Pat Patterson. RIP, I guess. Not gonna say anything more than that. for morale in our in All Japan, one of our partner companies. Oh, we extended Scarlett Bordeaux's contract. Sure. Oh, you know what? That actually reminds me. The thing I've been forgetting this whole time. I want to take where are you? Mandy. Is Mandy Leone not? Did we recall her already? No. Why was she not there? All right, that's weird. We're gonna recall her. I don't know why she wasn't showing up on the other screen. Yeah, I figured. Cause see, my philosophy before kind of was if we have popular women in dev, the AI will book them in matches with less popular people, and that'll help the less popular people gain popularity. But it turns out it doesn't really work that way. They just end up booking the popular people against each other. So with that being said, yeah, we're gonna prepare to take her. We're gonna have her lose this belt, and then we'll probably just have her. I was thinking of maybe her and Scarlett Bordeaux can be like a babyface jobber kind of tag team. Just just kind of like the Iconics, just not Australian. All right. With that done, let's get to Winter is Coming Dynamite. And you know what? I think we're gonna stay in the Great Lakes. Let's see, we're gonna draw almost 13,000. I mean, I was thinking we could go back to the same just stay in Chicago, but we don't really have to. We can make a little bit more money if we go to like Ohio. So we'll do that. Switch it up a little. All right, the last booking team meeting went horrible. So this one's got to be better, right? Like, how can it possibly be worse than 3 gambles? Okay. All right, the booking team thinks they're funny. They think they're they think they're a bunch of wise guys. Safe bet for Kenny Omega. Okay, that would have been useful for the last show. He gave me 2 gambles specifically for Walter. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Yeah, L creative team meeting. You should all be disappointed in yourselves. Jeez. Hey, yeah, we're just getting nothing lately. Jessica Havoc with a creative idea. Okay. Tracy Williams and Stu Grayson hanging out backstage. I mean, yeah, they're both in the Dark Order. It makes sense. Oh, 2 of the Death Riders getting into it. Wow. All right, we're gonna have to turn Finn babyface soon. Mia Yim getting everybody pizza. Okay. All right, it's time for me to book the match that everyone has been waiting. This entire save has been building up to this very moment. In this moment, this will be the moment. The genesis of McGillicuddy. All right, we're gonna have Trinity squash. What the fuck is her name? Tessa Blanchard. 6 minutes. Trinity making her big debut. She needs some kind of rip-off version of her WWE theme. Cause man, it's such a good theme. I'm amazing. So yeah, she's gonna come out to her legally distinct remix of the amazing theme. And yeah, she's just gonna straight up beat her. 6 minutes. Get bodied, Tessa. Put Davina Rose at ringside. Yeah. All right, and that's the show. No, all right, no, I'm joking. You know, straight up, I was thinking. I think I'm just gonna have Trinity continuously beat Tessa Blanchard in one-on-one matches and see how many we can get in before she quits. So we'll try to see how much popularity we can steal from her. All right. Up next, we're gonna have a promo segment. All right, we're starting off with 3 minutes in the ring. We're gonna have Swerve Strickland and Don Callis out there. Of course, Don Callis, he's gonna brag about how his client CM Punk defeated the great Kenny Omega just days ago at Winter is Coming Collision, and now what a better way to cap off their historic week than by having Bryan Danielson drag his sorry ass down there to the ring and defending his title against Swerve Strickland. Bryan Danielson is going to come out. Of course, he is. And yeah, straight up, we're going to have Bryan Danielson. He's going to say, like, you know, you want to call me out and make these demands. But wasn't it you guys before denying Kenta a match against Swerve Strickland? Wasn't it you guys saying that you make the rules and saying that everything's on your time? Well, guess what? I'm the AEW Prime Champion, and you'll get a title match against me when I say you'll get a title match against me, when I think you've earned a title match against me. And he's gonna say, you know, I've seen your matches, and as far as I'm concerned, you cheat and steal and lie and do whatever it takes to win every one of them, and I'm not impressed. I want to see more from you. I want to see you wrestle. So basically, he's gonna, yeah, like we're just trying to drag out the feud a little. I feel like I've been hot-shotting every match I want to do lately, and you know, Winter is Coming is not our final show. Believe it or not, we have New Year's Smash coming up. We've got Revolution coming up in the end of February. We're gonna have big shows. So yeah, we're gonna drag the feud out a bit, and basically Bryan Danielson, he wants Swerve to earn it. Right. And of course he'll be like, and with that being said, you can start earning it right now against this man. And yeah, Don Callis and Swerve will be in the ring like, what? A match? We didn't sign any contract. We didn't agree to any matches. And then Tommaso Ciampa. Of course, we're gonna have Swerve win, but we're gonna have it be a tainted win. So yeah, he's not gonna earn it this time. Ooh, so we have our should we make this our storytelling actually? Let's do that. Cause yeah, this isn't a match I put together thinking it was gonna get a great rating. So why not? We'll have it be storytelling. All right, women's #1 contenders match: Hannah Kimura versus Bianca Belair. You know, I was looking over the women's title, the women's championship history, the match history, and I realized we have had Bianca Belair lose so many matches. Like we can just see. Davina Rose defeated Bianca Belair. Davina Rose defeated Bianca Belair. Awesome Kong defeated Bianca Belair. Mia Yim and Davina Rose. Awesome Kong defeated Bianca Belair. So yeah, she's gotten 4 shots at the title and lost all of them. So I feel a bit bad. You know, I feel her and Davina Rose both. I've in trying to use them to get other people over, I've kind of ruined a bit of their popularity. But with that being said, Hannah Kimura she's been a day one project for us. We've been trying, we put a lot of work into getting her over. So with that being said, I think she deserves it. I think she deserves the win here. We're gonna do a flash pinfall. We want to protect Bianca Belair a little. Maybe the story of the match can be that Bianca Belair is physically superior, but Hannah Kimura just like refuses to quit, refuses to give up, and she finds a way to win. All right, so Hannah Kimura is gonna get the win. Hopefully Bianca. I feel like Bianca Belair is gonna be upset. We'll see. Oh, extremely unhappy. Oh, all right. I don't like that. Try talking to her. Fine. Oh, as I'm annoyed. Okay, hold on. We can fix this. We can do something about that. Hold on. Oh, they're annoyed because we weren't blocking them. What if we gave you 25 grand? All right, it's happy. All right, Bianca, please be a team player. Please. We need this. Hey, all right. Bianca. All right, thank you, Bianca Belair. We actually might open with this match. Yeah, and I think 15 is good. And the only other match we've got booked for this is the world title match. So I guess we'll book that, and then we'll kind of just figure out what else we can do. Because we still need to steal the show. This is not going to be a elimination style match. It's going to be one fall. Cody Rhodes, Adam Page, Andrade, Eddie Kingston, John Moxley and Kento Miyahara. The world title is on the line. And I want to give this plenty of time. Let's give it let's give it 25 minutes. It's going to take up a half hour of the show. All right, and basically my idea for this match is it's going to be a very chaotic match. Obviously, there's 6 guys in it. But we're going to see at first, we're going to see maybe like Latin Mafia get involved in the match at some point. But then the Death Riders are also going to come out because they're kind of like, they don't really trust Latin Mafia. They're going to kind of come out to keep an eye on them. It's going to be really tense, and there's going to be a lot of moving parts. We'll have Rey Fenix involved. Yeah, and basically there's just going to be a lot of shit going on, and somehow amid all of the chaos, Cody Rhodes is going to find the way. He's going to find the way with his buddy MJF, and he's going to steal the win from Eddie Kingston, of course. Also, real quick, can we look at Eddie Kingston's popularity? Oh, from November to December, he went up like 5 points. That's good. All right, yeah, so against all odds, still the champion, Cody Rhodes. But you know what? I don't actually want to add all that interference just because it's so much that I feel like the match would be overbooked. Which, can you actually is that a match style? Oh, but it limits good in ring. All right, so you know what? We're just gonna leave it like this. We'll just use our imaginations. All right. Let's go ahead and book a Cody promo. Yeah, we're probably gonna open the show with this. So let's have Cody, let's have Brandy, MJF, Waller, and what's his name again? Jonah Rock. All right, yeah, and Cody, yeah, just general heel promo. He's gonna ramble on and on and on, and he's gonna bury Adam Page, and he's gonna say that I'm the champion, I am the face of AEW. Let's book some more promos also before we book any more matches. All right, John Moxley, he's out for blood. I'm gonna break his neck. Oh, fun times. Denise Salcedo. That is the interviewer whose name I was forgetting. Thank you. I'm finally remembering. My memory is coming back to me. You know, it's been really hard ever since the accident. Oh yeah, you know, of course, John Moxley. I don't think he would outright say that he doesn't trust Andrade, but it'll be heavily implied that that he'll be like, you know, tonight it's every man for himself, dog eat dog, and you know, I'm in it to win it, baby. John Moxley always says baby in his promos. All right. All right, quick 3-minute Adam Page promo. He is sick of talking. He's sick of cutting promos. This is also hype. He just can't wait to get his hands on Cody Rhodes' neck and wring him dry like a towel or like a sponge. I should have said sponge. Let's see who else is in this match. Eddie Kingston, Cody, John Moxley. There we go. And we'll also give Eddie Kingston a promo. So basically, everyone in the match is going to speak except for Kento Miyahara because he's going to be in this promo. All right, that one was accidental, but it's pretty funny. I'm leaving it there. Right, Eddie Kingston and Kento Miyahara are boys, but you know, of course, tonight it is every man for himself. So yeah, they're ready for war. Ah. We're also gonna have the other guys there. Eddie Kingston is gonna be like, you know, I'm not going into this alone. I got my boys, Ray Phoenix, Wagner Jr., Bandito back here to back me up in case anything goes down, in case any of these guys tries to pull any of their bullshit. Right. CM Punk should also cut a promo. I'm literally just booking as many promos as I can think of, and then and then we're just gonna squeeze in a steal the show match. Maybe the Young Bucks can wrestle somebody in a non-title match. They could wrestle the Briscoes on this show, but that feels so fast. They just became the #1 contenders 2 days ago. I mean, then again, that could happen. You know what? Yeah, that's what we're doing, actually. Fuck it. All right, title match. All right, the Briscoe brothers, Jay and Mark Briscoe, steal the show. 15 minutes. We're gonna have I think this should go to DQ. We're gonna we're gonna have Dax and Cash interfere. We'll do double DQ. Jackson to be attacked by Cash Wheeler. Jay Briscoe should be attacked by Dax. So yeah, the FTR, being the sore losers that they are, decide to ruin this tag title match. I mean, I put that it's a double DQ. I put that it's a double DQ game. Game. What do you mean? What do you mean? It should probably be the co-main. Can we fit? Can we fit this in here? Let's see. Oh, here, we'll do this. Boom. All right, so we've only got 6 more minutes. All right, CM Punk is going to cut an obnoxious promo about how he beat the great Kenny Omega by himself with no help, fair and square. Now that just goes to show that the entire time, Kenny Omega has always been an overrated hack, and he'll never be as great as CM Punk. Still need to book 2 more minutes. You know what? We'll give this 6. Whatever. Oh, we don't have a wild brawl. Shoot. Hey, you know what? We might have to cheat. We might have to use that guy's strategy again and book our wild brawl in the pre-show. Oh, well, we've got 10 more minutes actually. Hold on, maybe cheating not required. Oh hell yeah. All right, maybe no cheating required. Actually, we're doing this fairly and squarely. Did I not call them? Did I? Yeah. Did I not bring them up? Of course I didn't. All right, fairly and squarely. The Enzyme versus Colt Cabana and Ilya Dragunov, the classic team that everybody knows. I like how depending on the style of match, Colt Cabana either teams with Ilya Dragunov, who's super intense and stiff, or Cheeseburger if it's a comedy. And Jimmy Jacobs will simply win. All right, we need to put this entire show in order also. And we need to cut a couple of minutes from something. Open with Cody, world champion. Into Hannah Kimura versus Bianca Belair. CM Punk promo. Trinity versus Tessa Blanchard. Or maybe we should go from CM Punk promo to this. Kingston promo. Swap these. All right, I guess that's our show. You know, I know I signed all those women to job, but I feel like having them job in dark matches isn't going to it's not going to do anything for the people we're trying to get over. So we're not going to do that, but we can still book a dark match, I guess. You know what? No, we're not going to. I just don't want to. I changed my mind. Oh, Tessa Blanchard being unhappy is the only thing. Okay. Oh, Walter. Wow, I forgot all about Walter. Wow, that's bad. And I mean, yeah, there's plenty of people left off this show, but whatever. It's fully booked. 125 minutes. We're at 78%. We've got a big old 6-man world title main event. The tag titles are on the line spontaneously. We got Swerve versus Tommaso Ciampa. I'm sure that's going to light the world on fire. Trinity is debuting against some jobber. And the end time is back. You know, I don't want to be too cocky this time. I'm going to guess this show gets like an 86. An 86. Let's see it. All right, we're off to a good start. Opening with Cody Rhodes. Opening with the world champ. Always a good move. Right, thank you, Cody. Man, it's going to suck when we put the world championship on somebody else and they're not consistently this good. All right, big #1 contenders match. Hannah Kimura versus Bianca Belair. Did I make this storytelling match? I can't. No, I don't think I did. All right, well, a 68. Not terrible. I was hoping for a little better. But I mean, these numbers do make sense. So yeah, Hannah Kimura is now the #1 contender. CM Punk backstage with Don Callis only getting a 75. That's interesting. I wonder if he has some kind of attribute that makes him better at cutting promos in front of the live crowd. Because I feel like when I book him in backstage angles, they tend to not do this. That is my theory. All right, the End Time make their triumphant return to AEW in a wild brawl, defeating Colt Cabana and Ilya Dragunov and getting an 80. Wow. Wow, Colt Cabana got an 86 in this match, man. Maybe he should be the leader of the End Time. And Jimmy Jacobs is off his game. All right, Eddie Kingston promo gets a 75, pretty good. And this is all like no finishes, no angle ideas. These are just straight up matches. Like, let's see, do we have a finish? I'm sure we don't. Yeah, our creative team has just, or I mean, our booking team, they just have not been firing lately. But that's okay because we have such quality wrestlers on our roster, such as Trinity. Wow, this did better than the Hannah Kimura Bianca Belair match. Wow. All right, she pinned her in 5:56 with the rear view. All right, it got a 70 for the rear view. Oh, and her gimmick got a rating of very good. Okay. Oh, you know what? We're definitely gonna change the name of this gimmick to, to Deniable. Let's do that right now. There you go. Fixed. All right, let's continue. All right, the Bryan Danielson swerve segment gets a 71. Pretty good. All right, Swerve and Tommaso getting a 74 in a storytelling match. I mean, for a storytelling match, that's pretty good. You know, Tommaso Ciampa not exactly known to get the best match ratings, but yeah, pretty good match. Oh, and they have great chemistry together. Wow, that's interesting, actually. John Moxley with the 88 promo. Tony Khan lied to him and told him that we're putting the world title back on him tonight to really fire him up for this one. Yeah, 88. All right, and the Young Bucks versus the Briscoe brothers go to a double disqualification draw. When FTR attacks both teams, gets an 84. All right, so kind of a tease for the audience. You know, you get to see the Young Bucks versus the Briscoes, but you don't get a winner. So yeah, obviously we're gonna revisit this at some point, and the feud will be continuing. It feels like FTR have just been perpetually feuding with the Young Bucks since they debuted. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's how it goes. Adam Page promo only gets a 71. All right. Not quite as good as Cody or John Moxley, but that's okay. Let's see what this big main event gets. I'm hoping for something good, something juicy. Whoa, an 88. Wow. Hell yeah, man. Pat on the back for all 6. Yeah, pat, 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 pat. Was that 6? Cody got a 97. Holy shit. Kenzmiar got a 91. Mox got an 85. Man, what a match. Let's see, was there any penalty? It was penalized due to the storyline having low heat? That's crazy. Wow, this show also got an 89. That's insane. That's insane. What are the odds, right? 289 shows back to back. Man, we are cooking. Ooh, it is hot in here because we are cooking. The oven the oven is on. We made $1.9 million. Jesus, man. Oh, and this show gained this popularity everywhere but the US. That's cool. Oh, right. It's because Dynamite is on Amazon Prime, which is it's our crazy cheating deal. But then Dark and Collision are just like on normal TV deals. So yeah, that's why. All right. Get the Mendel shows. two bangers back to back. Winter came. All right, winter came, birds cold. Yeah, I guess now that we're past that, we our next big shows would be New Year's Smash. Which just coincidentally, the first one, ooh, my laptop, getting loud. It did not like that loading screen. All right, well, yeah, Winter is Coming isn't it's a special event, but we're planning on having it on January 4th, the same day as Wrestle Kingdom, and January 6th. I was for a little while I was toying with the idea of doing New Year's Smash on January 4th and then making January 6th a a draft special where we would split the rosters. But I don't think I want to do that, actually. At least not right now. I thought about it, and I would say my main big concerns are, one, I feel like splitting up the women's division right now would like decimate it, honestly. I feel like we just don't have enough women who are over. And then two, I kind of just like having the freedom to if I feel like advancing a show on two shows back to back, I can. So I think for now we're just gonna leave it like this. Maybe if we get if this plan we have in action works and we get, yeah, she went up 5 points. Hell yeah. If we can get some more of these women over, we could be in business maybe, but for now I think we're just gonna leave it as is. I don't know why I'm explaining all this to you right now. I think I need a break. We've been going for an hour and 40 minutes. I would like to get another full week of shows in. So yeah, we're gonna take this break now, and then when I come back, we're gonna hobble together some shows. We're gonna do our best. 9.4 million viewers. Hey. All right, everybody. So if you've been enjoying this so far, you know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. I love you. Okay, I'm back. It's time for some more AEW. Actually, before that, we need to actually make it to next Monday. So I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let's see what's going on in ROH land. Yeah, oh well, Lady Maravilla is pretty new, so I'm glad she's getting booked. It's Neil versus Lady Flamer. All right, they're already booking the new Shane Taylor promotions. All right, I was just curious about what they're doing. Yeah, they're not even booking what's her name, Mandy Leon. Oh, and Koji Iwamoto. All right, 55, not bad. Maybe if he gets some pop, he'll be pretty decent. You know, with I've talked about this a bunch, but our next pay-per-view is Revolution, but it's not. It's like way at the end of February. So we're pretty far out from that, but I feel like we need to start thinking in advance of I've been saying for a while now I want to introduce a cruiserweight title, so I need to like actually sit down at some point and book that tournament, decide who will be the first champion, and what we're actually doing with that, because yeah, most likely that'll happen on Revolution. TJP re-signing where? Oh, WWE, what? Yeah, we don't want him. Oh, hey, Mickey James is here now. Sweet. But yeah, we need to start thinking about booking a cruiserweight tournament and who we want to be the first cruiserweight champion. Um, I would also like to introduce another championship. I was thinking of introducing the AEW International Championship, and I'm planning on making that one an alliance title. Right, currently we don't have any alliance titles, but I think it could, it could be fun. It could add a new wrinkle to the save, having a title that we share with New Japan and CMLL. And yeah, with that championship, I'm like 95% certain that I want to book Kento Miyahara to be the first person to win it. And then on top of that, if we do a tournament, most likely I would like him to face Jon Moxley in the finals. So yeah, if we're planning on doing that, we probably gotta get Kento Miyahara even more over. Although he's already considered a star. I mean, but yeah, Jon Moxley. But yeah, that's my idea for that championship. So both of those things, well, I mean, they don't both need to happen at Revolution. Maybe one of them can happen on New Year's Smash. I don't know. I'll probably think about this more off screen. I'm just kind of a brainstorm. Like, yeah, we could potentially do Cruiserweight Championship. Just have that be crowned in New Year's Smash, and then leave the International Championship for the pay-per-view. I mean, yeah, as far as what we're doing right now, the next world title challenger, it's definitely gonna be Sting. It's definitely gonna be. Oh, you know what? I just realized. Fuck. I wanted to book an angle at the end of the show where Cody Rhodes would be celebrating and the lights would go out and he would get attacked by Sting, and I just completely forgot to book that. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure out. We're gonna have to fit that into one of these shows coming up. I'm glad I remembered, but damn, it would have made so much sense after the world title match. But yeah, I definitely want him to defend the title against Sting, just to further along the feud between him and Adam Page, and then most likely Adam Page will win the championship from at Revolution. Spoilers. For the tag titles, I would like to put the titles on Briscoes, but because the Young Bucks and Briscoes are both baby faces, I feel like we've got to put them on FTR first. Give FTR a reign, and then later on down the line, the Briscoes can win it. Because, I mean, yeah, it's like, how many times can FTR challenge for the titles and not win them? And how many times can Bianca Belair challenge for the title and not win it? We've got to put the belt on them eventually. So FTR are likely the next tag title champions. Oh, hello. Hold on. Everybody shut the hell up. Jey Uso out of WWE? The company has no further use. What about Jimmy? What about Jimmy? Only Jay? Only Jey Uso? Hold the phone. Dude, just as I was talking about the tag team title scene, don't tell me that the Usos are available, man. Don't tell me this. Don't. How many tag teams can we sign? Jimmy's contract comes up next year? Wow, that's devious. So we can sign Jey Uso. not book him for a year, and then sign Jimmy. Oh man. Hey, while I'm on WWE's roster, what's going on with the New Day? July 6th. What about Big E? Also, July 6th, 2021. I'm gonna assume Xavier is the same. I'm pressing X and it's not going to him. Is he just not here? Is he in NXT or something? Where's Xavier Woods? I mean, surely he's on my short list. Man, we are getting so sidetracked. Here he is. Oh, he's of course, he's in MLW. Of course. Right. Do am I gonna want to book the Usos a year from now? Fuck. It would be. Imagine if we had the Young Bucks, FTR, the Motor City Machine Guns, um, Santana and Ortiz, all the other teams, and the New Day and the Usos. My God. Hey, hey, Jay. Look, man. Fuck your brother, okay? You don't need him. You're your own man. You know, you're gonna be your brother's little brother for the rest of your life. All right, strange turn of events. We're gonna sign only Jey Uso. What if we sign Jey Uso and Xavier Woods? we call them like the new Usos or something. Oh, Davina Rose's ear is better. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for the laughs, Jey Uso. That was fun. I think it said Jimmy's contract is up the same day, but like 2021. So we're gonna have to wait a year, which yeah. Not ideal. Maybe we just send Jey Uso to ROH for a year. Jey Uso and ROH. Just the idea of Jey Uso and ROH is so funny. All right, let's get out of the Great Lakes. Oh, wait. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm. You know what? We're gonna recheck that. You could totally be right. It is. Yeah. You know what? You're probably right. All right, let's go to the Midwest. The Great Southern Bank Arena in Missouri. All right, I'm completely disgusted with you guys lately. Can you please get it together? What if we try something other than these two options? What if we go for like a character idea? Like, yeah. Oh, a near certainty. Okay. Can we get another one? Likely for Kento Miyahara. Okay. Dude, if it turns out that I just don't know how to read and that we can sign Jimmy Uso, I'm gonna feel so stupid. Reading is fundamental. Excalibur has funny stories to share with everyone. Hey, is Jimmy on the short list? He is. Oh, expires in 31 days? Oh, we just have to wait till tomorrow. Okay. Well then, I guess we're just gonna try to bring in the Usos. Oh man, we're gonna have to sign Roman Reigns. Oh geez, I'm stressed. All right, I have no plans at all for this show. What the hell are we even doing? We should book main events. Hmm. All right, let's see. What if we do some combination of Latin Mafia and Death Riders against Eddie Kingston and the Squad? So we're gonna do like Eddie Kingston, Kento, Ray Phoenix, and Wagner. They're gonna take on, let's see, do like Ortiz. Let's see who's. I feel like I do this check every time. Garza, Black. Oh, Black Rose over. All right, Ortiz. Main event Black Taurus, Pac, and Shingo. All right, it's the main event. We'll give him 15 minutes. This might not stay in the main event, but it is a good match. So yeah, even though neither John Moxley or Andrade won the match last week, but we're gonna continue the uneasy alliance. I mean, who should win here? You know, actually, I think I want Ray Phoenix to win because we need to build towards Ray Phoenix versus Evil Penta. Now that we've made it past the big world title match, we can get back to teasing that and have Evil Penta show up at some point. You know, yeah, I think we should do. We can do Ray Phoenix versus Andrade at some point before New Year's Smash and have Penta he's gonna return and cost him the match, and then we can do them one-on-one at New Year's Smash. Boom. Booking 101. Classes in session. It can be Ortiz too. Promo. All right. I hope this goes well. We're gonna do a promo where Stokely Hathaway is basically gonna come out and do the same thing he always does, where he's gonna be obnoxious and offended that somebody wants to challenge Awesome Kong for the championship, and he's basically gonna try to run down Hannah Kimura and be like, you're just Hannah Kimura. What hope do you have of winning this championship? We've done this before. You lost last time. It was embarrassing. What makes you think this next time will be any different? All right, we'll do a part 2 where Hannah Kimura is going to come out and respond. Did we? I think we got a near certainty angle idea. All right, we're just going to use it on this. It's definitely going to need it. Okay, and we're going to do... We'll have them face. Let's see. I mean, we could just run it back between them, Allison, Kimberly, Allison K, and Jessica Havoc. And we'll make the storytelling. Why not? All right, boom. Flying by the seat of our pants booking. All right, Adam Page lost a match, so you know what that means. It's time for another installment in the series, Sad Cowboy. All right, he's gonna be backstage being sad with Melissa Santos. Basically cutting a promo saying how he knows that he can beat Cody Rhodes, but every time he gets the chance, there's some bullshit, and there's all these people involved, and yada yada yada. And once again, we're gonna have Jimmy Jacobs appear. He's basically gonna tell Hangman, like, you know, it's exactly like I said. You needed help out there. You needed some backup. It wasn't fair to you. And you know, Adam Page, because he's in this like vulnerable, sad state, he's gonna, rather than just yelling at Jimmy Jacobs and telling him to kick rocks, he's gonna listen to him. He's gonna hear what he's saying. He's gonna think about it. You know, and that's exactly what Jimmy Jacobs is gonna tell him. He's gonna be like, hey, look, man, think about it. Think about it. We could be boys. All right. It's his Collision. It's it's kind of the CM Punk show, so he should definitely do something on this episode. I don't think he needs to wrestle necessarily. But yeah, he'll definitely cut a promo. So yeah, we'll just give him. Once again, we'll give him 8 minutes at the start of the show and just kind of let him do his thing. Okay, he's gonna cut a promo, just kind of reiterating about how Kenny Omega wanted to run his mouth when I wasn't even working here. Well, guess what? I'm here, and now his mouth is closed. I'm CM Punk. I'm the best wrestler in the world. If I want to cut 8-minute promos, then god damn it, I'm going to. Cool. We've only booked one match so far. That's crazy. We should book. I think Bryan Danielson should wrestle in a non-title match. Don't know against who. I mean, we could do a tag match even, like Bryan Danielson and Kenta or Chris Hero maybe. Oh, oh. Ooh-wee. It came to me in a dream. Oh, you can't brawl Zack Sabre Jr.? We're just gonna book this match, and it could potentially be a wild brawl. I'm gonna leave Zack Sabre Jr. in, but if we make it a wild brawl, we'll switch him with Lance Archer, who I'm assuming is a better brawler. He is, okay. So yeah, if we end up making it a wild brawl, we'll swap in Archer. All right, we're gonna have Danielson bust out the no chance in AEW. We're gonna run an angle where Swerve is gonna come out with Don Callis. He's gonna be like, I beat Tommaso Ciampa last week. I deserve the title shot more than anyone. And Bryan Danielson's gonna look to the crowd and be like, I don't know, guys. Do you think he deserves the title shot? And they're gonna be like, no, no, no. And Bryan Danielson's gonna give him a big ol' no. All right, that's 2 whole matches. Wow. Oh wait, no, this is 3 matches. Excuse me. We've established that I can't read or do math. Did I do? All right, yeah, we need to do a Latin Mafia promo. Three minutes backstage. Storyline. I've completely lost track of which content types I've been using here. So, yeah. This may be a show where we just have to hope for the best. All right, we got Latin Mafia backstage. Right, I think this is all of them except for like Santana, 'cause he's injured. And yeah, let's get back to teasing that Pentagon turn. And yeah, we're pretending that we had Rey Fenix interfere in the match and specifically go after Andrade. So yeah, Andrade is super pissed at Eddie Kingston and Rey Fenix. He's going on about how he should be the world champion right now. Melissa Santos is gonna ask him, but what about your relationship with the Death Riders? Is that still standing? And Andrade is gonna be like, oh, the Death Riders? Yeah, things are fine between us and the Death Riders. Right. There's like way too many promos on this show and not enough wrestling, but that's okay. We'll book another match. We're gonna, after having Cody be so like insecure and so worried about the match, he's gonna cut a promo basically saying like, I never had a doubt in my mind that I would walk out still the AEW world champion. He's gonna say, the odds were definitely against me. I was in there with the elites of the, now that he's won the match, now he's gonna put everybody over. He's like, I'm in there with former world champions like John Moxley, with world-class talent like Andrade, with international superstars like Kento Miyahara, trash indie wrestlers like Eddie Kingston. But as I always do, I persevered and I overcame the odds, and I'm still the champion. And Adam Page, nothing you can do will ever well, no, he's gonna say, Adam Page, you will never have this championship around your waist. Hey, you know what? We're changing course. I have an idea. All right, new angle actually. Oh, this is gonna come at the end of the show. All right, we'll do this. So yeah, at the end of the show, after the last match, Cody Rhodes is gonna come out, and they're gonna have the nice ring set up with they do the thing where they put like like a tarp or something over the mat to like maybe like make it like black or something. They're gonna have a table, they're gonna have wine glasses, and they're gonna be drinking. There's gonna be balloons, and it's a celebration of Cody. He's still the champion, and Adam Page sucks. And yeah, this isn't the most creative idea ever, but oh no, the lights are out. Who could it be? It's Sting! It's Sting! So yeah, the lights go out, the lights come back on, Sting is in the ring. And yeah, it'll be a thing where the lights go out and Cody Rhodes tells all the other guys to secure the perimeter. So they all get out of the ring and they're all like kind of looking around in the audience, like, what's going on? Like they're thinking somebody's gonna attack. But yeah, unfortunately, Sting is gonna have gotten past them by that point. He's gonna be in the ring with his bat and he's gonna lay out the world champion. You know, this happens, and we're gonna have well, yeah, after this happens, we're gonna have, you know, Sting. He's gonna face off with the other three guys, MJF, Tom Lawler, and Jonah Rock. And before they can descend upon him, we're gonna have Adam Page run out there, and we're gonna end the show on Adam Page and Sting in the ring. So we're not celebrating, but just kind of standing tall. Page working the crowd, Sting working the crowd. Cody Rhodes will also be working the crowd because he's gonna be like limping away, you know, like they're all injured. Maybe there can be a moment where Brandy Rhodes is like she's so afraid in the corner that instead of escaping while she can, she's like frozen, and Sting's gonna point the bat at her and kind of tease going after her, but then he's just gonna let her go. Because he's a good guy. All right, so Sting is officially back. What other storylines do we have? All right, the Death Riders are already wrestling. Danielson is in a match. Swerve is in a promo. Andrade's in a promo. CM Punk has a promo. Should we book like FTR to wrestle somebody? Maybe we could have Trinity beat. We'd have Trinity beat her again. Oh, the women's world title seems a little cold. Wow. Who did I say? Or you know what? We're just gonna do a Odeyo Thai squash. Mia Yim and Kagetsu will beat Madison. No, not Eagles. Madison Rain and Mercedes Martinez. You know, 13 minutes seems like a lot for this kind of match, but we're kind of stretching here. Right, I want Kagetsu to get the win. No offense. You know, actually, we're gonna have her beat Madison. And we'll give him a quick promo where Davina's gonna also come out. We're just gonna have it be one part though. Going to tease a match between the teams of Davina Rose and Trinity against Odeo Time. Do we want Trinity to speak? I mean, she's got mic skills, but she's unimportant. So maybe for now, we don't ever. You know, this might have to be a steal the show match. All right, sorry, Eddie Kingston. Please don't hurt yourself. Don't try too hard. We need a storytelling match, I think. No, we need a wild ball. All right, sorry, Zach. Put them at ringside. Also, let's get the other Odale Time members in here. All right, we still need 14 more minutes. Also, you know what? If we're gonna do this promo after this match, maybe we should change it to a one-part promo. So yeah, we're gonna do this. Yeah, we'll just pretend that Stokely comes out to talk trash right after their match. All right, we've got 16 minutes now. I shortened that promo. We should probably get another match in here. Who is not booked? I mean, obviously, like Kenny Omega's not booked. John Moxley, Walter. Man, what are we doing with Walter, man? We need to figure that out. Man, coming up with stuff on the fly is like so hard for me sometimes. because our roster is like huge. It's like, who the hell do I book? I'm thinking we can try to get AJ Styles back in the fold at some point by having him. I was thinking of having him team with Hangman Page at some point. Oh yeah, we're not gonna do that tonight. Can we get maybe a Briscoe Brothers match in and have them just beat somebody? They can cut a promo after. Man, I feel like they faced everyone. Or maybe not everyone. Let's see. They haven't faced what the hell's their name? The Dark Order. Or we could actually do the Young Bucks instead. I feel like we've been booking the Briscoes on like every show basically right now. So we'll do Evil Uno and let's see. God, Chris Brooks has chilly momentum. And then who's the other guy? What's his name? Tracy. Oh, he has hot momentum? Alright, sure. Show is all tag matches. All right, we're gonna have a promo between the Young Bucks and FTR where the Young Bucks are gonna express that they are sick and tired of FTR coming after them in their tag titles. They've beaten them already. They've beaten them in singles matches. They've beaten them in a three-way ladder match. They're sick of it, and FTR is basically gonna say, "Well, that's too damn bad." We're gonna do this all as one part. We're gonna give it we'll give this 4 minutes. You know what? No, I was gonna say that we should get the Briscoes involved in this, but we don't even have to do that. We'll just have them be off. And I'm thinking maybe at some point we can do like the Young Bucks and the Briscoes versus FTR and I don't know, Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs maybe. Or it could also be Brian Cage and Joe Doring or Moose. All right, we did it. We made it to 118 minutes. We're at 68% matches. You know, it started off as mostly promos, but we somehow got to 68%. That's pretty good. I'm kind of proud of this. It's the Oops All Tag Matches edition. So let's see. What is there anything we need to move around? We're gonna give John Moxley a promo. All right, yeah, Moxley is going to cut a promo basically saying like, look, I know things did not go as planned, but I'm still John fucking Moxley. Nobody messed with me. And just like with the Latin Mafia interview, they're gonna ask him like, what about your relationship with the Latin Mafia? And he's gonna be like, look, man, just watch the show, okay? Just watch the rest of the show. So he's not really gonna comment on it. Maybe we move this. Oh, and you know what? We didn't do our usual like faux cruiserweight match that we do for Collision. That's fine. It'll be on the pre-show again. All right, is there anybody other than Wheeler Yuta? We got Jungle Boy. All right, here, let's get Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, honorary luchador, or honorary cruiserweight, I guess, for now. Let's see, let's get some heels. Oji Iwamoto. Everybody's gonna be like, who? Who the hell is this guy? We'll do Koji Iwamoto and here we'll do him with the fancy bastard. Yulia. All right, if there's anything I can book, it's a random 4v4 match. Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus. Do Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn. I think Mark Quinn is slightly above cruiserweight limit 2. Yeah, he's 210, but from the crowd, you can't tell. Sabian, Chris Ridgeway, the Eagles, and Koji Iwamoto. Oh, Robbie Eagles is hurt? Damn. All right, can we find the replacement? Cycloplan's way too big. Well, to be fair, Luchasaurus isn't this much. Is there anyone from Dev? I mean, sure, Hijo de Fantasma. Alright, so now this team just makes absolutely no sense. But that's what dark matches are for, right? Let's give the win to Kip Sabian. He's the leader of his group. Have him beat Jungle. All right, Collision. The main event is Cody Rhodes getting attacked by Sting. I mean, I don't expect this show to get an 89. I would be happy with anything above an 80. Anything above an 80. I think we can do it. Let's see. All right, the pre-show match gets a 61. How is Jungle Boy doing? 55. That's fine, I guess. Ooh. The 8-minute promo from CM Punk was not that great. Damn. What the hell, man? I put you over Kenny Omega, and this is how you repay me, you son of a bitch? All right, Bryan Danielson and Kenta teaming up to take on Minoru Suzuki and Lance Storm. Gets a 77. Bryan Danielson submitted Minoru Suzuki. Damn. Oh yeah, fun match. I would love to see this in real life. Ooh, the promo afterwards not as good. A 64. Okay. All right, Odeyo Tai beats the team of Madison Rayne and Mercedes Martinez. Only a 65. All right. Well, hopefully Kagetsu gained a little bit of popularity from getting the win here. That is why we booked this. That is why Madison Rayne and Mercedes are here. So yeah, hopefully that happens. All right, Davina Rose comes out and teases, hey, maybe, I'll have a tag partner soon. Oh wait, no, Trinity is already here. Shows that, yeah, they teased that Trinity and Davina Rose are going to be a team. And the crowd was somewhat into it. Only somewhat. All right, Latin Mafia promo gets a 71. We're still teasing that Penta heel turn. Oh man, and what about Dragon Lee? I kind of forgot that he is also in the clutches of Latin Mafia. What are we gonna do with him? Ooh, this only gets a 56. Kaylee Ray sustained chronic upper back pain. No. Damn, yeah, it's really unfortunate. I don't like when they get chronic injuries because the game won't give you a specific timeline. They'll just kind of be injured for a while until randomly it goes away. Yes, thank you, Ultraman Black. Or only a 61 promo. Man, this episode is not as good as the past two we booked. Definitely not. The angle idea was a success. All right, 61. Ooh, okay. Okay, we're bringing it back a little. 84. The crowd's interested. The crowd, they're intrigued by the idea of Adam Page and Jimmy Jacobs. Good. The Young Bucks, fresh off of having their tag title match ruined on Dynamite, have a random match against Evil Uno and Tracy Williams, and he gets an 80. All right, thank you, Young Bucks. You can always count on the Young Bucks to have a good match. That's for sure. All right, can you count on them to have a good promo though? Maybe not. 67. Okay, not as bad as it could have been. Not as bad. Right? We got to look at the glass is half full. Ooh, an 88. John Moxley with this new photo, actually. He recooked. All right, thank you, John. All right, and our big 4v4 steal the show, technically main event. Eddie Kingston, Kent Miar, Ray Phoenix, and Wagner Tercero go over Latin Mafia and the Death Riders when Phoenix pinned Ortiz. And of course, as I predicted, Eddie Kingston was the weak link. He's not good in these types of matches. But everybody else was good enough to kind of make up for it. So yeah, good match. Like, obviously, if I wanted the match to be better, I could have booked, I don't know, like anybody else here, like Bandito or Bandito. But yeah, Eddie Kingston, he's the storyline protagonist. All right, an 88 for our big closing angle featuring the return of Sting, laying out our world champion, Cody Rhodes. Sting is back, baby. All right, hopefully this and the John Moxley promo and the main event and the Young Bucks saved this show, because there was a lot of bad stuff on this show. So let's see. Oh, an 85. What? Wow. Oh, you know what? That did save the show, I guess. Yeah, the crowd, you send Sting out there to close the show, they're gonna forget all about a Hana Kimura promo, So wow. Against all odds, just like Cody Rhodes, we did it. 70 days? Damn. Oh, that sucks. Man, we're gonna have to add Suri to the Tokyo Cyber Squad immediately if Kaylee Ray is hurt. Damn. Win money. Oh, we're going up in the Maritimes. Oh, and hey, yeah, it's about to be that time. We're gonna try to sign Jimmy Jacobs now. Oh boy. I mean, not Jimmy Jacobs, Jimmy Uso. Excuse me. Oh, and some New Japan contracts coming up. Hold on. All right, first things first, Jimmy. Wait, so WWE wants to keep Jimmy but not Jay? That's weird. All right, for some reason, Jimmy is worth less money. All right, here we're gonna give him his 10% bonus, 30% merch. We'll give him 35. Give him the same 20 grand bonus, and we'll up this to 30. All right. Yeah, we haven't even debuted the Motor City Machine Guns or the Kingdom for that matter, but we're trying to sign the Usos now. I don't know, man. I've lost all control of the size of this roster. Uh, I used to pretend that we were trying to not let it get too big, but I don't know, man. When people's contracts come up, you gotta sign them. Trish Stratus. Wow, she's got great psychology. I mean, she could like manage a women's tag team or something. I mean, I would say she could manage Scarlett Bordeaux and Mandy Leon, but they're not that good. It would kind of be a waste of signing Trish. Who else we got? Let's see. I don't know. I got nothing. Sky Blue has potential, but it's too early. It feels like to even introduce her to the main roster. She could manage Mariah May, but Mariah May's in Stardom. I don't know. We might have to pass up on Yeah, we might just have to pass on Trish, unfortunately. Kushida is really good, and we are trying to build a cruiserweight division. But I mean, if we ever want to book him, we can just borrow him from New Japan. Same with Rocky. Oh, we can sign Tamina. Hello. Nobody Mina. These stats are not as bad as I thought they would be. But they're not good enough. Man, I really am thinking about Trish Stratus. Like, yeah, like 81 to 89. No, we're just gonna move on. We're just gonna forget all about this. We're just gonna stand firm in our decisions to not sign Trish Stratus, and nobody will know when we cry ourselves to sleep. Alright, sorry, Trish. Hold on. What if she manages Bianca Belair? What if we... I mean, we're turning everybody heel, but what if we turn Bianca Belair heel at some point and we have her managed by Trish? What if? Jay White is injured. When is he not injured? Jimmy Uso rival. They're just offering him more money. I mean, we're offering him 3 years though, so we'll try 35. One of two. All right. All right. I tried to cheap out on Jimmy, but I guess not. 40. I mean, it could be fun to sign Roman Reigns and tank the company's popularity because he's toxic. That could be a fun thing to do, right? Look, man, I'm gonna stop pretending that I'm trying to not hire people. Where the hell are you, Trish? Again, we haven't even debuted Mickie James, and I don't know what we're doing with her. But Trish, those mic skills, man. That mic skills and charisma. Only offering 18 months, so we'll go for 2 years. 10% bonus. %30 merch. Who would ever thought we'd be offering a contract to Trish Stratus? One of two. Be a 20% bonus. Hey. All right, me just revealing to you guys that I'm a Trish mark. I'm a dirty mark. All right, before we proceed, let's take a second, breathe. Let's actually try to like come up with some ideas for the show. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, let's try to come up with something. Dynamite. All right, so what's going on? Sting is back. Jimmy Jacobs is kind of feuding with Adam Page slowly but surely. Obviously Latin Mafia stuff. There's tension between the Death Riders and the Latin Mafia. The Young Bucks, FTR, Briscoe Brothers. You know what? We're just gonna call it here. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with some like booking ideas, but after booking like those last 3 shows, I'm just like, you know what? I feel like if I start booking a show now, I'm gonna be sitting here for like the next hour and 20 minutes, struggling to come up with ideas. So we're just gonna call it here. I'll come up with some ideas by the next stream, so we'll come in and have be ready to go instead of now, where I'm not ready to go. And yeah, that's what will happen. So yeah, if you watched this, thank you so much for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Twitch, twitch.com/hijodeamigo. We're coming up on Sunday. We're gonna be doing our regularly scheduled CMLL stream. What's going on with that? I don't know if we're up to Anniversario or if we're still building up to it, but yeah, we're building up to our biggest show of the year, Anniversario. We're gonna have a big main event in Infierno in El Ring, which it's basically like an elimination style Hell in a Cell Lucha de Apuestas. Yeah, we're building up to that. Mystico is getting really over. He's about to challenge for his first singles championship. And yeah, we're giving a mega push to Tarzan Boy, James Gibson, and Zumbito. Zumbito. So yeah, if that sounds cool to you, feel free to come check out that stream. Also, on Monday, we are going to be doing a very special Rare Monday stream. Brawlers 2D Boxing is coming out on Monday. I'm very excited to play it. I have not tried the demo. I have not watched anybody's career mode videos about the game. I'm going to be coming in fully fresh eyes, first look, first ever time playing the game. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. That's going to happen on Monday. So I hope to see you guys at those streams, and whether or not you're there, I hope you guys have a nice day. All right, so everybody take it easy. Again, thank you for watching.